Alright, so this is a review and a reaction on the album. It's called Color and Sounds by Niniola. And yeah, you know what? In this artwork, she's looking very regal and that. Get me? I like this, you know. And the background, I suppose it did. Yeah, she got. I think she got a drum next to her or something. But she's sitting in a chair that she's looking all regal and that. Get me? I, I like the artwork. This is simple and plain. You should like it too. If you see it, you will like it. Um, but yeah, there's basically 15 tracks. So there's Night and Day featuring Nonso. I may mispronounce his name. I should to be able to pronounce it properly, especially as I believe he's from the same tribe as me. But anyway, no Onso, Amadi, then Innocent, Fagbo, and then there's So Serious, featuring Salty Soul. Then there's Addicted. It's funny how I say the word, I see the word, and I say the word addicted enough. I have that tune, the hook, for this particular song in my head. That's how you know she created a hit. Anyway, then the next track after that is called Look Like Me. Then there's Brother Sadiq. Then there's Old Sharp featuring Bossib Siswa. Then there's The Skip featuring Timberland. Then there's Fire featuring Timberland. Then there's My Body featuring Afro B. Then there's Fantasy featuring Femi Kuti. Then there's Designer featuring SARS. That's not to be confused or twisted with SARS. This is actual SARS as in SARZ. SARZ. Not SARS, but SARZ. So don't get that twisted. Then there's Omo Rapala. Then the next track after that is Banar. Then there's the extended version of the song Addicted. So yeah, I mean, one surprise for me in regards to a feature was the one with Timberland. And what was interesting, I think I saw like a video clip where she was channeling her inner Missy Elliott, and I'm thinking, and then she mentioned I think Missy Elliott started following her on one of the social media, I think Twitter, and was interesting. I'm thinking, you know what, she needs to work with Missy Elliott. I want to see that. Do you see what I mean? I want to see and hear Missy Elliott and Niniola on the same track. Just it, I'll be satisfied with just one. Seriously, I'll be satisfied with just one. But what's interesting is finding out that she has Timberland on her album. So now, technically, it is 100% possible because you know when it comes to Timberland, the next person you would think of is Missy Elliott or you would think of Aaliyah. But other than that, do you see what I mean? You would think of Missy. Like, they're the dynamic duo. Like, they are the coldest producers in the game. And not even that, like, Missy Elliott is one of the coldest artists in the game. Like, people are giving her credit due, and I respect that, and I thank people for giving her credit, because she definitely deserves it. But this isn't about Missy Elliott, this is about Niniola. And anyway, yeah, so I feel like this album got me addicted to. I can't dance. Maybe I can dance if I just loosen up a bit. You know what I mean? But like, it just makes me want to move. Like, there's no way you can listen to this whole album and not at least try to move. Like, it's like you will feel it. Like, I can't remember who you said it, but it said when it comes to dancing, it's not about not about choreography and all that stuff there, although that does happen, but it's a thing of you have to feel it. And that is what, I'm getting when it comes to this particular album, yeah. But anyway, let me know what your favorite tracks are in the album. Let me know, leave your answer in the comment section below. I don't, it's hard to say what my favorite track is because I do like the one with Afro B. I do like the one with Femi Kuti, the Fantasy. I do like Fire as well, but I also do like Addicted because, listen, that tune, if that tune is in my head the way that it is, yeah, I like it. I know there's some songs that do exist where it's in your head, but because it's catchy and all that stuff there, but it may not be necessarily a good song. Like there are songs like that, but not for this. This song, Addicted, yeah, I'm telling you, which is interesting. I just realized something. But anyway, um, but yeah, so as usual, I take one song if it's in context or out of context. It is what it is. And the song I'm gonna do is, should it be Addicted or should it be Look Like Me? Let's say Look Like Me. Because representation matters. You see how, all right, I don't know Niniola's background in terms of where she grew up and, you know, what she saw and all that stuff there. However, if you're growing up in Western society, like let's just say, for example, England or Germany or where's the other country, like Sweden or flipping Ireland or where else, or America, them type of places there, or France, like what's gonna happen is if they identify you as black, so you end up being identified as that. It's like when you look at your mainstream media, do you see a representation of you? Do you see what I mean? Do you see someone that looks like you or looks similar to you? Yeah. In fact, that's a good question. I want you to know. Leave your answer in the comment section below. Like, I really want to know, growing up, did you have a representation of someone that looked like he was similar to you growing up? Yeah. And you can leave that. You can leave names of who they are in the comment section below, because I'm going to mention a few names for me. Growing up, there was Otis from I know he was on CBBC or CBBC or something like that, or Newsround. Then there was so I'm talking from, let me talking like male and female, black male and female. So there's Angelica Bell. Then there's I can't remember her husband's full name, but then there's her husband, Michael, I think his name is. Or is it Matthew? Shit. I don't even remember. But I know it's like Angelica Bell's husband. I didn't know they got married later on, but that's interesting. But anyway, then there was, who else was there? June Sarpong on T4. Then there was, who else was there? Because I'm talking about the ages from like childhood to like teenhood, that era. So yeah, there was a few. So I never felt out of place or whatever the case may be. You know, because what's interesting is representation does matter. Like, I don't know how it felt or turned out if I never saw that representation. I don't know. But what I will say is this: you have to look at life and realize that in the mirror, when you look in the mirror, you are your own representation. I want you to deep that for a minute. And then if you've got kids or any kids around you, you are their representation. So they're going to more or less by default look up to you. It's crazy, but that's how the life goes. So I'm going to cut this video very short because I don't want to make it any longer. But I'm going to give this album a 10 out of 10. The link is in the description box below. Go stream that. But just to literally carry on off onto the what I'm talking about in terms of representation. This is why the Thealkebulantrust actually exists, because we're trying to rebuild the infrastructure in the African and Caribbean diaspora, so we'll be able to solve this type of problem, because identity issues actually exist, yeah, and especially in the black community, and we have to solve this problem And the only way to solve this problem is by rebuilding the infrastructure in the African and Caribbean diaspora by doing many things. Like there's a list of things that need to be done. Yeah, so that's why your donations are absolutely needed. All right, so if you've got any questions, any topics you'd like for us to discuss on the videos, leave that in the comment section below. And remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know the video you suggest might just be next.